day 3 of Red Serpent Wave Spell, and it's Sunday the 27th of October. We're in dark moon in Libra right now, building up to the new moon in Scorpio at 03:38 tomorrow in the UK. I live in the Libra part of the zodiac near Glastonbury, and so I can really feel this magical energy building up now. It's Libra at 22 degrees at the moment, and I'm just going to read that to you. An ancient glass vial perfectly preserved, soul memory, intensively held to ancient faculties, a stunning quality of still feeling the way people felt a very long time ago. A super sensitivity hidden and protected, disguised and played off of. Underneath, being vastly in tune with realms of existence, places and times that to others are remote, but that to you are closer than close. Your unsurpassed ability to bring other qualities into this world faithfully, accurately, and dispassionately has a dazzling array of accompanying treasures, which include feeling virtually immune to contemporary egoisms and having no problem at all imagining and bringing to life absolutely anything. A repository of timeless knowledge to draw from, yet it is self-replenishing, the bottomless well of source knowingness, unaffected by time, by circumstance, or by any changes you go through. Riches that bear integrity and conviction and quickly disappear out of view when called to compromise or compete. It is all inside, and it is complete, and it is so very true. Wow. So 22 degrees being the Mary Magdalene Master Builder number. And again, just such amazing magic of coming into that awareness of the synchronicity and the divine code. And this is what this brings in particular as a guidance point as to what codes are coming in, and the astrology, the cosmic codes. And of course, the more that we get clear of our conditioned mindset and our ancestral wounding in our DNA, the more we can access this. Again, when we come into this life very early on, we are often very clear and speak the truth from that clear place, just coming in fresh from spirit. And this is where our challenges are often created and experienced because of people who are around us who are challenged by that different language and that different truth, because often they're stuck in their shadow and in their story and renounce whatever is said that doesn't match that, because that's not where they are. So if you're watching my series that I've started on, what day are we on? Sunday, on Friday. So I began this on Friday when this wave spell started, because as you can see, we've got all these black squares, which are human evolution portal days. So this is a very, very powerful 13-day process. And we're on day 3. There you are. You can see where the blue tack is. All you've got to do is move the blue tack every day and tune it. And today we're in the 7th sign, which is Blue Hand. So there are 20 signs, and Blue Hand is the 7th one. And being the 7th one, it's the mystic. It's how we shape our destiny by learning the tools to get clear. So they're really, really key to all of this process of relationship that we're in at the moment. And we're building to this new moon in Scorpio, which is very powerful. Scorpio is all about truth, death and rebirth over and over to access truth. So where we're at on the planet now is really about getting clear of these distortions and this corrupted code that has been in humanity for thousands of years now, which has allowed many things to happen, many genocides, basically tribes of people, very few people, who have created a structure of imbalance on the planet. And again, although this is very dark, all of these genocides and all of this terrible experience that we've had to go through, we have had to go through it to know what that is and to know what human beings are capable of and what creates that. And what usually creates that is huge fear, all the shadow stuff that is talked about in all the wisdom guidance, again, which most of which has been distorted in order to create more of the same, codependency and fear, such as many religious teachings which have been rewritten by monks and priests over time to fit a particular agenda. So it's just noticing all of that and having that awareness and not getting bogged down by it either, because it is what it is. And, you know, coming into a space of reality about that and not being delusional about it is really key to take our power back. So in terms of blue hand, I'm a blue hand. I'm a number 9 in this process, and that's a gateway process. Last year I was in Mexico, in San Carlos area, with some amazing people who took me to places to where I believe is a past life for me, which is why I am a blue hand in this lifetime. And this is to do with the Yaqui Indian tribe. And also I have a key Carlos Castaneda connection as well. And since doing my NLP training in 2007, when I did that and I learned about how NLP came together as a result of studying several people who had excellence in their field, who created major breakthroughs in perception and understanding. When I experienced information about that and used techniques to do with that, I then went on what I call a cosmic cookie trail of discovery. And I've been following that up again today, and it just blows me away. So the Yaqui Indian tribe, just a very, very small part of their dynamic is that they were all about clearing the story so that the new story, the new dream could come in. And this again is Carlos Castaneda's work. And if you haven't yet checked him out, and I know many, many people that I speak to have, when I went to San Carlos and Arizona, I don't think there's a single person that I met that wasn't aware of Carlos Castaneda. So Taisha Abelard, again, an amazing book to read if you haven't read it, is The Sorcerer's Crossing. All of these works actually have the process of alchemy in them. And day 3s in the mind sign process are always about alchemy. So today is key for shaping your destiny by getting as clear as you possibly can of past story and trauma and remembering who you really are. So astrology helps, knowing your mind information helps, going deeper with your mind information as well is key. So you can map every year of your life. And for me, this was 1985 when I was 20. And that was a major gateway for me. So I began that year in the UK, and then that led me on a journey the following April to go to Greece on my Mayan day. So whenever, you know, we're having doubts about the fact that it isn't already written and that we've messed up or we've done things that weren't meant to be, you know, all I'm going to offer you on that is absolutely they were. you know, the things that we've done that we feel that we've messed up on, or we feel guilty about, or we've got shame about. It's time to clear that off and just accept whatever we've done was a necessary part of our personal evolution, and a part of our pattern, and a part of our family line, in order to experience it, in order to clear it, because we have to embody this process. And we do. We all do. We're all doing this. We're all part of this. So when I was in Greece, it was an amazing transformation for me. It was also leading me up to a key shamanic process when I was 22, when I went through extreme illness and mental health issues at that time. And all, again, part of my process and understanding of what created being out of alignment with authenticity and truth for me. So that's another way to look at everything that so-called bad has happened to you in your life, is it's your shamanic process, it's your turning point. It's where the old story of your ancestors can end if you allow it to. So at this time on planet Earth, we are at a tipping point of having experienced to the brim, I think, enough wounding, and what that mindset that comes from that, basically on an extreme narcissistic spectrum, the damage that can be caused by human beings, wounded human beings, who want to lash out, who want to control others because they've experienced extreme trauma, either from other human beings or because of life events that they couldn't control. And so we see, you know, where that has culminated now on the planet. We can see the manifestation of it everywhere. And there's lots of wonderful things about what we've created as well, you know, that we've shaped with our hands over time. We've created some amazing, beautiful things. So it's time really for all of us on a personal level to take stock of what's worked that's really good in relationship with people that we have formed our patterns with as children, our ancestors. So coming up, we've got Halloween, where the veil is really thin and we can connect to our ancestors. And again, this is a really powerful time for dreaming, for recording the dreaming, and for asking for help from your guides, from your angels, from whoever, you know, in whatever way you are seeking information. And from your family, asking about family patterns, asking about information so that you become more aware. So back to today, had to take a break there. I've got a bit of a cough thing going on. The weather is changing in Glastonbury, and absolutely beautiful day it is outside, and freezing cold. So we've had our first frost this morning, and that brings such change. You know, it's so key as well to bring an ending to things and allow this period of rejuvenation to begin. So everything's starting to die down now here, and all the leaves are really coming off. And so yes, this real powerful time of the year, and a complete contrast to when we had the blue hand wave spell. So again, the other way that you can use this amazing tool is blue hand wave spell was back in August at a very, very powerful time in August called the Lion's Gate, which is the 8th of the 8th. So the 8th of August, where were you? What were you doing? I was over in America, in California at that time. And so experiencing very different weather, very different dynamic. And yeah, just it was an amazing time for me because of everything that I was doing then as well, which was new and exciting. And yeah, just living an adventure. You know, that's the thing that we really want to connect to now, is to let go of anything around the past that we're still holding on to, because that holds us literally in the past, and it holds us with certain mindsets, certain beliefs, and we keep creating from that space from within. So we keep creating more and more of that. And that is why everything is like it is on the planet. Because if you think, it's not logical, is it? It's not logical that we've still got so much trauma going on the planet, so much war. And, you know, once we start to look deeper at that, it's understanding what mindset creates that and who has that mindset. Do we have that mindset? How are we contributing to that on a personal level? Because the thing is, the only thing we can ever change truly is ourselves. We can do all sorts of stuff out in the world, but if people don't change their belief systems, if they don't let go of their resentments and their anger, then they keep projecting it out, which is what we all do. We have this literally holographic experience on planet Earth where we're simply reliving old experiences until we master ourselves and we become clear and free. So the cards that I pulled today are, I used the Thoth deck, and I'm just rereading Breeder at the moment by Paulo Coelho as well, which is an amazing book. I've not read it for a long time. And just re-experiencing that, the tradition of the sun and the tradition of the moon. So we've got the Magus, the magician, and number 1, major arcana, which means we are the ones who create the alchemy. And in terms of the main oracle cards, I have Red Moon, Malak, which is all about authenticity and being the beacon of light. We've just completed the 13-year cycle of Red Moon. That completed in July this year, and we've gone into a new 13-year cycle where we're refining everything from Red Moon. So Red Moon cycle was from July the 26th, 2006 until 2019. So we've already got the prima materia. We already know what we've done, where we've been. The more that we become an expert on our story with the intention of letting it go and healing it and refining it, and then we know what's coming in terms of it's more of the same. You know, it is lifelong, this journey. And you know, if you're feeling an inward groan of no about that, it's just how it is. You know, it's so we can become experts on ourselves, on our life, and start to really work as cup holders of the gods, which is the Aquarius energy, which is coming in next year as we make the shift and Saturn goes into Aquarius. So at the moment, it's about being disciplined, it's about noticing, it's about how we want to relate, it's about what came in at the Lion's Gate back on the 8th of the 8th. Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with? We were in magnetic moon back then. We're now in self-existing moon. So seeing how self-existing we are, letting go of all codependencies. What are we still doing to stuff down our emotions or not look at our life deeply because there's parts of it that we don't really like, that we don't want to be doing. Truth is the key. We cannot avoid truth. So wherever we are avoiding that, this is where it's going to keep coming up around us in our life circumstances so that we can heal it and release it. So I hope you have an amazing day today of alchemy in this dark moon. See where you're out of balance, and remember that we are doing it to ourselves. Nobody else is doing this to us, because we are amazing beings. And it's just remembering that whenever we get any sort of victim language around someone else is doing this to us, someone else is making us feel this way, all of that, no, we are allowing it. We are, on some level, choosing this experience that we're in right now so that we can stop doing anything that is hurting us and make a different choice to move into more balance within. So lots of love. Bye for now.